Hurry up, Bill will be waiting. What's up with you?
Nothing.
Well, you can't be sick. You're never sick.
Look, I just didn't fancy getting up at the crack of dawn and going to work. Just once, OK?
All right. Well, I'll tell the chauffeur to wait in the roads then, shall I? Up until you are ready to go to work.
You know, I seem to remember a couple of weeks ago you asking me to go without you. And I don't recollect giving you any griefs.
Well, you did as a matter of fact. The only thing is, I didn't have a bag on. No, I went to go and see Slater to try and get the job sewn up.
I'm well aware that you're financing us at the moment, son. But if you keep using that fact, I might as well quit now. You get my drift?
Excuse me, I didn't say anything. Look, I've busted a gut to get us within sniffing distance of some decent money. We can't afford to blow it now, Dan.
Do you know, I'm sure that you, Willie and the lads can manage without me for one day, eh?
Oh, it's a day now, is it?
Yes.
Oh, well, thanks very much, Dad. Don't try lecturing me about responsibilities ever again, please.
I thought Kevin was... He had to go to Sheffield. Some equipment we might be buying, so I'm catching up while it's quiet.
Well, I'm sorry I disturbed you.
What am I apologising to you for?
Sally, please.
What? Sorry for busting up my life.
I didn't intend this to happen.
Have you got any idea what you've done? Not just to me, but to two little girls whose whole world has suddenly fallen apart and they don't understand why. What do I tell them when they ask why Daddy's not with us anymore?
Do you want to leave a message?
You can give him this. It's a list of expenses, how much I'm going to need from him each month to keep us afloat. I know it'd suit you if the ground just opened up and the three of us just fell through it. But that isn't going to happen.
That's not what I want.
I don't give a toss what you want. It's what I want that counts.
Hi, heck. That stuff doesn't half sting. But it pleases the ladies. Don't ask me why they find aftershave more appealing than the good earthy smell of a fresh cut side of beef, but they do. No accounting for taste. I say no accounting for taste. You're not still fretting over yesterday?
No.
We can't have this. It takes more than a little setback to get a good man down.
You won't call it a little setback if your proposal had been chucked back in your face.
Never had the experience, I wouldn't know. A thoroughbred with good Elliot blood in his veins doesn't fall at the first fence. A no doesn't necessarily mean it won't be yes the second time around. Or third. Soldier on, lad. Faint heart never won fair lady, that's all I'm saying.
She won't say yes. Not if you ask her 100 times. She thinks I'm a right joke.
Nay, you're wrong. Lass is very fond of you.
Yeah, enough to mess about with. But not enough to marry, obviously.
Aye. It can hurt. Knowing they're only putting up with you until somebody better comes along. Someone thinner. Someone younger. With more hair.
I'm not old, or fat, or bald.
No, of course not, lad. Don't listen to the ramblings of an old man. Well, middle-aged. It's cold. Pour kettle on for boiling.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
When? Oh, yeah, that'd be brilliant. Right, I tell you what, could you pencil that in for me? And then I'll give you a call back. Brilliant. All right, thanks ever so much. Bye-bye. Yes. Sorry about that.
Sounds like good news.
Yeah, it was. It was St Luke's, the church where we're getting married. They've had a cancellation in November. Sounds if we want it.
Oh, I thought I'd heard something about January.
Yeah, it was, but this way it means that we can be a married couple by Christmas.
Oh, and here's me thinking romance was dead.
Well, where's it going with you and Hanson?
Oh, nowhere much.
No? I thought you two were together.
Well, we are today, but tomorrow, who knows? It's called living for the moment.
Oh, right. So he hasn't asked you to marry him, then?
Marry him? Oh, Chris's idea of commitment is keeping his toothbrush in the same bathroom 2 nights running.
Now, you see, Alan is the complete opposite. He is dead possessive, but I don't actually mind it that much.
Well, if you want couture gown at not couture prices, you know where to come.
What, do you make wedding dresses?
Make anything if the price is right. Mind you, a November deadline might be a bit tight.
The Pompidou Centre's horrible. I mean, all those ugly pipes on the outside, it's a balmy idea. But everything else, ooh, takes your breath away. Left Bank, Sacre-Cœur, Montmartre. I mean, it's just like you imagined it. I mean, it's not a letdown in any way. It's just like you're in a movie. We even walked along the Seine holding hands, pretending we were romantic young lovers.
Well, you are.
I'm a middle-aged housewife with 3 kids. But just for a few days, felt like Audrey Hepburn.
Eh, and Martin as Cary Grant.
Now you are fantasising, but we had a fantastic time. Thanks to you. Oh, and thanks for the advice about the comfy shoes.
Hi, Mum. Now, madam, I've got a bone to pick with you. That night cream you bought me from the duty free, it's for dry skin.
Let's have a look. It says for mature skin.
Yeah, well, it means dry, flaky, wrinkly. I've got a very fine skin, me. They always tell me that when I have my facials. In fact, they say you have got the skin of a 30-year-old Mrs. Roberts.
Ma'am, I bought you what you asked for. I got it from the duty free. I can't take it back like it comes from Kendall's.
Yes, I know, love. Well, I'm not throwing it away, not at that price. Oh, I suppose I'll just have to use it.
We have to get Mr. Roberts to take you to Paris.
Now, Roy, that is not a bad idea.
Well, what I can't understand is why he has to go off the rails right now. I mean, when everything's going so sound. He'll have more money in his pocket than he's seen in a long time when we finish this job.
But everything's not about money, is it?
Well, what's his problem then?
Look, I don't know, believe me, you know. Maybe he's lonely, eh?
Well, go out and meet someone then. No one's asking him to stay in his flat on his Jack Jones night after night, are they?
Yeah, but look, Steve, it's not that easy at our age. Believe me, I know. Yes, love? Can we help you?
Oh, yeah, Rachel Forbes from Marshall Loveday. The estate agency will be handling the rentals for Mr. Slater.
Oh, right, yeah.
I wanted a word with your boss. Do you know when he'll be around?
Well, do you know what? As it happens, you're in luck. Ain't you, Mr. MacDonald?
You're in charge.
Well, he's the one that signed the agreement with Slater.
Well, in that case, there's a few things I'd like to run by.
All right, lads, look, I'll set before you set. I've been messing you about of late, but I'm here now, so I'll do the business, all right?
Jim, this is Miss Forbes. She's come from the estate agents. She wants to discuss a few details with the boss.
I'm busy.
After work, then?
Yeah, after work, I'll be dead on, so it would, you see, your man here usually takes us for a few jars after a day's work, you know, down the Rover's Return, Coronation Street, you know, the boozer?
I'll find it. I'll see you later, then.
Thanks very much, lads, yes.
Maxine, not about?
No, she got off early. She's gone to go and meet Ashley.
Ah.
Oh, that's a point, actually. I heard you had a very interesting lunch yesterday.
Yes, very pleasant it was, yes.
Oh, that's not what I heard. I heard there were people going down on one knee.
I beg your pardon?
It's all right, Maxine's been blabbing.
Look, I don't know what Fred Elliott's been saying, but it's an entirely private affair between...
Oh, it's all right. Maxine doesn't mind people knowing that she's had a proposal. She's quite chuffed about it, really.
Maxine? Oh, from Ashley, I suppose.
Yeah, it wasn't from Uncle Fred, was it?
No.
But she said no. Apparently, it was quite nice to be asked, though.
Oh, yeah, right. Why did she say no?
I'm not quite sure, actually. I mean, she said she's very fond of him, but she just says she's not madly in love with him, you know?
Well, that's very sensible. She's got a lot of living to do, hasn't she, before she gets tied down?
Yeah, but some of us are madly in love, though. That is why we have no doubts.
Oh.
Do we?
Definitely. Do we what?
Have any doubts about getting married?
Aha. Why do I feel like I'm about to be softened up?
How can you keep an air of mystery in your relationship when you're going out with a detective? Go on then, D.S. McKenna. Detect.
No. This is my lunch hour. I'm afraid you are going to have to tell me.
All right, then. St Luke's. I've had a cancellation. November 7th. I said that we'd call them back.
Brilliant. Call them.
What, is that OK by you?
Again, that's fantastic by me.
Well, you don't mind bringing it forward?
No,
I know January's
just
not
give them a call or I'll do it for you.
No, it's all right. I'll do it. I've got to do something first, though. Maureen, can you just excuse me while I give my fiancé a snog? Come here.
It can't be this much.
Are you suggesting I'd rip you off?
Of course not, but
it
I mean...
can't be a total surprise. You must have some idea how much it costs to run a family.
I do, but I've never actually sat down and worked it all out.
No, you always got me to do it. Sally'll manage, she'll cope. There were times when it was a right struggle and all.
I've never shirked my responsibilities.
Until now.
I'm not doing now, but this is nearly all my wages.
Mine too. I chip in and all.
Even so, how did we manage?
You didn't have 2 women to support.
I don't support Natalie.
You've still got 2 sets of living expenses.
Look, I'm sorry, Sal. There's no way I can afford to fork that out every month. No way at all.
If it goes to court, it could end up costing you even more. That's up to you.
What are you doing here?
Hoping to see you.
Oh, like going to the zoo, is it? Like looking at monkeys in a cage?
Look, I want a word, but not in the shop. Have you got half an hour?
No.
Well, what about your lunch break?
I'm working through it.
Well, all right, I'll come in the shop then.
I've got deliveries due.
Well, fine, you can give me a lift home.
I'm not going in your direction.
Ashley!
Prattling on about Paris. How have you coped? I mean, was Toya a help or a hindrance?
Well, a bit of each, really. I mean, she's young. We've all got to learn.
She will with a name like that. I mean, I thought Sarah Lou was a bit exotic at the time, but Toya...
I've often pondered how names shape character. I wonder if I'd turned out a completely different person if I'd been a Magnus, say, or a Barnaby.
Magnus Cropper? Nah, you're a Roy.
Precisely what I mean.
Can I have another of this? I'm going to jump right back now, aren't I?
Another ice bun, please, girl.
OK.
You'll lose it again, won't you, fat baby?
Flipping up, sir. No lad's going to fancy me looking like a tub of lard. So, how come you couldn't have one? You never said. Him firing blanks, was it? Happens a lot these days. It's to do with global warming or something.
No, it's me.
Yeah.
I had an abortion years ago. I wasn't much older than you. Anyway, something went wrong and I was left with my tubes all mucked up.
Well, at least you can have a good time without having to worry.
I don't want a good time. I want a baby.
Yeah, right. Any road, you're having one now. They're doing it best way, if you ask me. Bit like ordering a takeaway, really. Delivered straight to your door and someone else has to do all the messy stuff. Hi.
Right, can I have 2 chicken salads on brown, please? My fiancé has this habit of turning up for his lunch without warning and always when I've got no shopping in.
Ah, they do that to catch you out.
Oh, come on, it can't happen to you.
Oh, don't kiss yourself. If I try to fob them off with cafe leftovers, they organise a mass sub. You can't win. Anything else?
Yes, can I have 2 eclairs, please? It is a celebration sort of. So.
Am I allowed to ask what?
Yes, you may. We're moving the wedding forward. Managed to get cancellation November 7th.
Ah, that's brilliant.
Isn't it? I was just saying to the girls now it means that we'll be spending our first Christmas together as Mr. and Mrs. McKenna. There you go. Keep the change.
Thank you.
See you later.
Well, you've seen the figures, I haven't. Do you think she's trying it on?
No, it's not Sally's style. But the bottom line is it'll still leave me skint.
She thinks it's all the red roses and champagne dinners you've been buying me that's doing it, doesn't she?
She thinks I've got more expense, yeah, which is true.
I don't make any financial demands on you, Kevin. It was your idea to help with the housekeeping, not mine.
Look, I don't want to be a kept man, Natalie.
Does it matter who pays the bills so long as they get paid? I can cope. It's getting things sorted out with her, that's the main thing. Because until you do, we can't get on with our lives. And that's all I want, Kevin.
You and me together with no stupid niggles about stupid money spoiling things. I love you. Do you love me?
You know I do.
Well then, that's what's important, isn't it? Now give us a kiss.
What? Here.
Here.
I lied to her. I told you I had some deliveries to make.
Ah, well, she had naught to say that you'd want to hear.
I don't know that, do I? I didn't give her a chance.
Ah, well, we'll never know then, shall we? Now, come on, sup up, lad. We've got hungry customers waiting. On second thoughts, wait for me in van. I'll be along later.
Right.
Don't care for the way she's done your hair today.
You never liked the way I have my hair done.
Well, I preferred it last time.
Last time you said she cut it too short.
I don't want to make a pest of myself. To everything there is a time, and this isn't it. I just want to say, I won't give up. I say I won't give up. It's not in my nature.
Give up on what?
Fred, please.
I have asked your lovely daughter to do me the honour of becoming my wife. She hasn't said yes so far, but I live in hopes. Good day to you both.
I'm not stopping. I'm on my way home. I just wanted to see how you were.
Apart from my husband telling me he can't afford to support me and the kids, I'm fine.
He didn't.
He says he repays what I'm asking. It's going to leave him broke.
Well, tough.
Try to stay angry. It's so easy when she's around.
Sal, he left you.
No. But there are times when I look at him, Gail, and he's not that horrible monster that left me for another woman. He's my Kevin. And I just have to kick myself hard. I'll get it.
Hey.
Oh. I'll be on my way.
Where are the girls?
They're at a party. I'm just going to go and get them.
Look, Sal, about the money. It's okay.
You've decided you can afford it after all?
No, it'll be a struggle, but I'll manage. Last thing I want to do is see you and the girls go short.
Oh, that's big of you.
It's a right mess, isn't it?
That's one word for it.
So when can I see him?
Whenever you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lay down rules and timetables. You're the dad.
Thanks for being so understanding.
It's more than you deserve.
Yeah, I know.
It's not all a bed of roses, is it? These mad, passionate affairs.
It's not a mad
I don't want to
passion.
know what it is. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just glad that we've got all this money thing sorted out.
So am I. Right. Best go then.
Yeah.
Maxine, can I speak to you?
I was under the impression you didn't want to talk.
I was out of order when you come round earlier. I'm sorry.
Too right you were.
I know.
And silly.
Yeah.
Look, Ash, I don't want to marry you. I just don't want to marry anybody yet. Doesn't mean I don't want to marry one day.
When?
I don't know, Ash. I suppose when I'm a bit older. When I'm ready for the commitment of husband and kids.
I didn't mention anything about kids.
It's part of the deal, isn't it? I mean, I suppose I want them one day, but not yet. I mean, do you?
It does scare me a bit.
Yeah, I mean, look at Fee and Alan. Middle-aged already. I just want to have a bit of fun.
Fun? Right.
With you, you daft wazzock, come here. Mwah. Oh.
So, why didn't you tell me?
Because there's nothing to tell. I'm so sorry about this, Audrey.
Oh, it's all right. My daughter's always keeping secrets from me.
I bet she told you when she were getting wed, though.
Getting wed? Who?
No, buddy, she's got it all wrong. It's her age, you know.
It's me legs that's gone, not me brain. Though that probably won't be long once I go into an old folks' home.
Did I mention putting you in a home, did I?
Not yet, but it'll loom. Like with Reg Olsworth. He were always looming when he were around. No thanks to him, I weren't carted away the minute he got his ring on your finger. But I won't be so lucky second time round.
Oh, go on, Steve. Put that away, Steve. My round by way of apologising for letting you down. Sammy?
Hey, well, I think it's worth more than one, don't you, Steve?
I'd say at least 3, but at least 3.
Push your luck.
So am I included in this, then?
When have I let you down?
Well, you haven't, Jim, but you never know.
Sammy, £4, please, hold on.
Result, huh?
Very nice.
Aye. You look in, Steve, eh?
Yeah, shut up, Bill. It's not funny.
What's this?
These two jokers have set me up, haven't they?
Hi.
Hi.
You found it all right?
Oh, no problem.
Well, come on, boss. You going to buy the young lady a drink?
Boss. So, what was it you wanted to discuss then?
There's some discrepancy over the number of single units and those for family occupancy. According to the original plans, there's...
Rachel, I'm so sorry. It's Rachel, isn't it? First things first, what would you like to drink?
White wine would be lovely, thanks.
White wine. Samantha, white wine, please.
So it's November 7th now? It's all fixed. There's going to be no changes, it's definite now.
Actually, I have a better idea. They don't do champagne by the glass. So, how do you fancy a bottle?
Great.
Oh, listen.
There you go, lads.
Ooh, there you go, here we go.
2 glasses of red when you're ready, please, Sam.
So how many times have you fixed this date now?
This is 3rd time looking, but I don't want to wait any longer than I have to now. Can you blame us, eh?
I suppose this is Fiona's idea, eh? Come on away in here and tell everybody your good news. Is that the crack?
No. Jim, why don't you let your son fight his own battles, mate?
Oh,
it's not like I've got any quarrel with you. Oh, well, let me buy you a drink. I'll show you there's no hard feelings, all right?
I suppose she put you up to that as well.
You what?
Fiona, keep everyone sweet, you know?
Jim.
No, it's all right. I can handle this, sweetheart. Now, I've offered to buy you a drink. Don't make a big deal out of it. What's it got to do with my Fiona, anyway?
Oh, I think you'll find it's got an awful lot to do with Fiona. Why don't you ask her? Eh?